October 7th, 1977 was the start of the regular season. Although Hillsdale had a rough preseason with an inconsistent offense, they were still favored to win the league title. Hillsdale squared off against Mills at San Mateo High. New Knight head coach Neil Dolan had just returned to his old stomping grounds after spending a few years at Mills. The Vikings had incentive to make Dolan regret leaving the team, but Hillsdale was due for a breakout game to show how good they really were. Mills received the opening kickoff and started from their own 30. On the first play, Eric Layton broke into the backfield and stopped Mills for a loss of 5. But the Vikings moved the ball to midfield and had a 3rd and 10. Quarterback Bart Jackson went back to pass. The ball was tipped by the receiver into Charlie Brown's hands. This would be the first of what would be 6 Knight interceptions on the day. Hillsdale's first series began at their own 48. Jeff Metter kept the ball on the option for a pickup of 5. The Knights moved to the Viking 30. Brown for 4 yards on first down. McNinch for about 3 on 3rd down, but he fell short of the markers and the Knights turned over the ball at the Vikings 24. Mills gave it right back. On the very first play, Roach recovered the fumble. On first down, McNinch picked up 4. Brown for 5. 2 plays later, and with great blocks by Batari and Rhodes, McNinch ran left, breaking 3 tackles for an 18-yard TD. Brown ran wide for the 2-point conversion to make the score 8-0 Knights. On the first play of Mills' next series, the receiver made a nice catch, but the hit by Metter and Sykes knocked the ball loose, and Michael Lawyer recovered the fumble at the Knight 39-yard line. Crum runs right for 4. Crum for another 3. McNinch's block got Brown around the outside for 15 yards. On the next play, the Knights run the same play to the other side. The defense didn't allow Brown to get around the edge. Charlie still picked up 3. Then, on 4th and 2, Metter picked up 4 to move the chains for a first down at the Vikings 28. 3 plays later, on the 3rd and 2, Jimmy McNinch ran right off of Layton's block. He broke this tackle, but got tripped up after a gain of 17, down to the 3. After 2 tries at the end zone with no success, the quarter ends with Hillsdale ahead 8-0. Jeff Metter's quarterback sneak from the 1 and McNinch's run for the conversion gave the Knights a comfortable 16-0 lead. The offense went 61 yards in 13 plays. On Mills' next series, they were moving the ball when Mike Matisse batted down this pass attempt to a wide-open Viking receiver. Later in the drive, McNitch and Matisse on this tackle at the Hillsdale 40. And for the third straight series, the Vikings turn over the ball. And the second interception by Brown. But the Knights went 3 and out and were back on defense. With the Vikings in Knight territory, the defensive line held Mills to 2 yards on first down. On second down, Matisse made a nice open field tackle on this pitch to the right. On 3rd and 8, Roach just missed an interception. On 4th down, the defense forced Jackson to scramble. McNitch and Roach stopped them short of the markers, and Hillsdale took over on downs. Metter started to run the option right. And with a key block at the line of scrimmage by Steve Sykes,
just move on up toward your destination.
Charlie not just outran everyone, but put distance between himself and every defender for the 68-yard TD. Metter kept the ball for the 2-point conversion, and Hillsdale led 24-0. But Mills kept attacking. This run for 11 yards on the play to push into Knight territory. On the next play, Jackson tried to hit this slant. But Hillsdale got a hand on the ball and tipped it up for grabs. Metter came up with the 4th pick of the game by the Knights. Hillsdale was stopped on downs, and the half ended with the Knights on top 24-0. Hillsdale started this second half with the ball deep in their own territory and went 3 and out. Also, Mills benefited from a poor punt by Hillsdale and were in scoring position. On 2nd and 7 from the Knight 20, Eddie Ramirez stopped the Vikings for a short game, and the Vikings were pushed back by a penalty. This Mills pass play is complete, but not before Eric Layton put a big hit on the quarterback. Ramirez made a good read on this play and was finished off by Roach. Mills finally scored on a 27-yard TD pass from backup quarterback Dave Rabada to Ron Giannotti. But they missed a 2-point conversion. Hillsdale still had a comfortable 24-6 lead. The Knights started its next possession around midfield. On 4th and 4, Crum ran for 12 behind the blocking of Cook, Garang, and Layton. On 3rd and 10, Metter avoided the sack and connected with Aaron Say for 12 yards and first down at the Vikings' 23. In the next play, Brown ran right with great downfield blocking by Matisse. On 2nd and goal, Crum ran left for a short pickup. On 3rd down, Michael Lawyer took the end around, then made a good move to cut up field for the score. Jeff hit Charlie in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion, increasing the Knight lead 32-6. Moving ahead to the fourth quarter, the Vikings were on the move and were in Knight territory. Bada rolled out, but the receivers recovered. He took off and was leveled by Matisse. On the next play, Rabada was trying to hit this deep out, but Ada Ramirez was there for the interception. On 2nd and 6, McNitch got some nice blocking, broke a tackle, and bounced outside for a long gain. A few plays later, Ragland took the ball left for 8 yards to midfield. Lonzo got the call again for another 10. Hillsdale had a good drive going, and it was at the Viking 18. Eder handed off to Crum, who got 13 yards down to the 5. But on 4th and goal, Hillsdale turned over the ball to the Vikings. With most of the starters out, the Vikings marched down the field and scored. The Vikings scored another TD with 2:17 remaining, then recovered an onside kick and moved to the Knights' 15. But then Eric Layton sacked the Mills quarterback for a loss of 10, and Jeff Metter intercepted a pass in the end zone to end the game. Final score, Hillsdale 32, Mills 20. The Knight defense had 6 picks, including 2 each by Metter and Brown. Hillsdale ran for 248 yards. Brown had 93 yards and 13 carries. McNitch had 69 yards and 13 carries. And Crum had 56 yards and 10 carries. This was the kind of offensive output the Knights had been searching for, and a nice way to start off the regular season.